Daddy was also violent. Apparently we saw it in the hotel, beating up his girlfriend in the lobby. This guy was a savage.
He used to put GPH, the G drug, on the drinks of the kids and the people and the guests. And that's the part that is actually making him a monster.
This is the typical profile of a narcissistic pervert. I think a man who beat up a woman is less than nothing. There is no reason ever to put your hand on a woman.
Why it took so long under federal investigation to get this guy?
It's very interesting to understand how things works around human nature mind, okay? Now, Puff Daddy record a lot of people having crazy stuff, okay? Having orgy, there is baby oil. Apparently, he was buying prostitute, bringing prostitute male to have sex with his wife or his girlfriend, and he was watching. I mean, this is secret life, okay? Whatever happened in your bedroom, it's secret. So this can be hide anywhere. It can be hide behind a TV. It can be hide inside a pictures frame, or here, everywhere. I mean, today, technology is everywhere to catch you on video, okay? It's everywhere.
Right.
Then Puff Daddy was also violent. Apparently, we saw it in the hotel. Remember? When he was beating up his girlfriend in the lobby. I mean, that was like, savage. This guy was a savage, okay? And that's what put him in trouble.
How long has he been in jail so far?
So far, I think it's been more than a year. And he was sentenced for, I'm not sure, but let me see what it
was recently. It was about a few weeks ago that he actually got the sentence.
He got a sentence like for what? For 5 years? 4 years?
4 years, I think. Yeah.
And there is something going on. Like I heard some rumor that maybe Trump is going to pardon him.
Well, that was actually I think
he did.
Yeah, no, I think Trump actually spoke about it, and he went and he was asked, "Why are you going to grant?"
I just don't understand that. Why Trump will pardon this individual after everything we're seeing. Craziness doing like.
Do you know how many complaints? Do you know that they open a hotline to complain about Puff Daddy, right?
No, I didn't know.
Do you know how many complaints they make? How many phone calls to complain about him?
No.
12,000.
12,000 people complained about his behavior. Wow, that's show you that this guy is a sick guy.
Yeah, 12,000 came just call a hotline saying the guy was involved with me and such and such.
Yeah. And drug was involved too, because he used to drug people, guests, and women to, abuse their weakness. When you drug, you do stupid thing, and then that's how he used leverage. He used leverage. Look, Justin Bieber, like for example, this kid was talented. He was 16, 15.
Yeah, he was a teenager. He was a teenager at the time.
He was a teenager. He was doing good. He was a good kid. I like his face. He was like healthy. He was doing good.
He was.
And then all of a sudden, as soon as he got in contact with this guy, he became a zombie, a catastrophe.
Disturbed, completely disturbed.
15 years old kid.
Physically
were involved in orgy, sex orgy, and probably they even do crazy stuff with this kid. Obviously, I don't want to develop anything about that here, but I think he should stay in prison for a long time. That's my opinion.
That was going to be my question. 4 years with all the evidence. Because all the evidence that they have against him.
Yeah, but listen, there is a lot of charge. They drop charges like a RICO case. Okay, it was dropped. Okay, for racketeering. Racketeering, it's 20 years, even more. Point is also prostitution, that he bring prostitute off line and this and that. So also that thing was dropped. This is the typical profile of a narcissistic pervert. And narcissistic pervert it's a condition. It's something that is like
It's a dysfunction.
Yeah, it's a dysfunction.
That's correct.
It's not. I don't know if they recognize that as a condition right now, but I know in Europe it's recognized as there is treatment for that. You know, here it's not. And narcissistic pervert, anybody can go online, Google, and find the definition of narcissistic pervert. And I'm probably sure you're going to see somebody that you know there around that description and definition.
I mean, we are living in scary times because I read somewhere that there is a statistic in America that out of 5 people, 2 are diagnosed with mental illness.
Yeah, look.
Out of 5 people, listen to this. Out of 5 people, there are probably 2 that are diagnosed with mental illness.
Of course,
that's very scary. That's
very
scary.
Problem. Mental illness. This guy used to organize freak off party. When they went to his residence in Miami and California, they seized over 1,000 bottles of baby oils everywhere. Apparently, he used to like to be covered of baby oil and have massage and doing crazy stuff with that. So there is people coming out now talking that he rapes other men.
He is bisexual. Yeah, because
some guys was drug. They were drinking like alcohol and special drinks, and during his freak off, and you wake up the next day, you feel bad because somebody abused you. You don't even remember.
Listen, I'm not saying that it's okay, but he's not judged because he is bisexual. He's judged because he actually used to, on the freak out parties, what he used to do. Mm-hmm. This is what the FBI and the agencies are claiming. He used to put GPH, the G drug, on the drinks of the kids and the people and the guests, and that's the part that is actually making him a monster.
Yeah, but
because the
I
guy
don't know
was
if
actually
they proved that he was proved.
Yeah, it was proof. It is a proof that he was actually using that kind of drug on the drinks of the guests.
Because I know he was accused of racketeering conspiracy. Okay, that's pretty bad.
So, but that's exactly, with all this evidence that we're talking about here. Here's my question to you: 4 years?
Because can't sex trafficking, okay, and force, fraud, and correction victims, all those things were dropped. Sex trafficking was dropped. So there is few counts. Count 1, count 2, count 3 is transportation to engage in prostitution. That's also.
But the reason you are an investigator with a lot of experience, you have seen it all. Okay, here is why I'm asking you the question. Hear me out. Mm-hmm. You have seen it all. You have seen a lot of injustices with that. I have booked people in the shoe. They have put people that they deserve less time, and they have been booked.
Right. Again, now this guy, he got an army of lawyers too. So
okay, so let's get real. This guy, with all the evidence, he gets 4 years, and in different episodes, you have talked about situations where you know that there are men that have been subjected to injustice by getting involved in all the things that they were not supposed to, like domestic violence, for example, that was actually made up by the women at home. And the guy get booked, and all of a sudden he gets years and all this stuff. And you have talked about other cases like that in different episodes. Yeah. My point is, what do you think about 4 years with all the evidence? And the other question I have for you is, why took so long under federal investigation to get this guy to a sentence?
Why? Because we were sitting between 2 different administrations. Okay, if Biden will be in the spot of Trump right now, this guy will be taking 50 years, 60 years of prison. Okay, right. That's the thing. I believe. Now, there is things that we don't know. Okay.
Okay.
This thing we don't know. Maybe, there is games and strategic games that politically people do for the goods of the country. We don't know. Okay. So again, I don't want to interpreting rumor. Okay. But to me, I'll be honest, with all this big scandal, just the video I saw him beating up his girlfriend, that you should stay at least 10 years in prison, minimum. Okay? That's my conviction. Now, again, money talk, bullshit work. He made a deal with her. She got a lot of money. She got a lot of money, that enough money to forget about what he did to her. Okay? Probably. All right? So, when you press charge of assault, domestic violence, the way he was filmed, he was chasing her, kicking her, punching her. Okay? Unless you drop the charge, you should get a lot of years in prison for that. I'm sorry.
What bothers you the most about the Puff Daddy and
for me,
or
what's bothering me the
Epstein?
most,
Which bothers you the most? Which one bothers you more?
Puff Daddy.
Puff Daddy.
Because
Why?
I think a man who beat up a woman is less than nothing. Okay? There is no reason ever to put your hand on a woman the way he did. That's one of the reasons that's bothering me. I'll be honest with you. No woman supposed to go through this. Okay? And then also, what's bothering me is when I saw the degradation, the fall of Justin Bieber. Okay, when I see this kid was so cute, very talented, he had all his life in front of him, and I saw him going down, and he got sick, he got disease.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe got. I mean, he was in bad shape. Last time I saw him, he was hiding himself. He can't even perform anymore. Okay, so that pissed me off to use a kid who had a brilliant avenue in front of him and destroy him just because you're a narcissistic pervert and you like to manipulating and control people.
Let's theorize. This is going to bother you. Let's theorize. So it will be safe to say that a good theory will be that the order was to hide the truth from Epstein so that the American people doesn't lose the faith on the government and on the politicians and all the corporate that were running this country, that are running this country, that are involved in predation and predator activities. Is that safe to say that it could be a theory?
Human trafficking on child, sacrifice, and ritual, and human trafficking, rape on child, woman, and everything has been around forever.
What will happen if the world knows that Bill Clinton and Bill Gates, this is a theory, we don't know.
Okay.
Like you said, we don't know. But what will happen to the American people and to the world, the view of the American people about the world view about the American people? If Bill Gates and Clinton and Trump are found in the client list, what do you think will happen?
I think if they're found in a client list mean having intercourse and sex with underage child predator, should go to prison. What could happen? Yes, that's a shame. I mean, nothing will happen to United States because,
nothing is
craziness is touch everyone. I mean, it's not because you are rich and famous that you are out of that reach. No, actually, you have more chances, more risk to be contaminating by those kind of things. But again, if they got
So hold on.
exposed on that, I think they should go to prison. Unfortunately, you have people that they think because they have money, they have power, they can do anything they want. They are above the law. And then you have people very wealthy who are here in a mission and do things for the world, do things for the humanity. So far, I can talk about Elon Musk, which is the most richest man in the world today.
Who, by the way, was invited by Epstein, I think, to a private party, right?
I heard he was invited, but he'd never been there. This guy was rejecting. There is another guy, there is other people who were rejecting invitation from Epstein and Puff Daddy. These other actors, very strong actor, I'm going to talk about him after, refuse and even reject Puff Daddy very badly of all his invitation. Okay? But talking about Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He creating Tesla, electric car, first kind of electric car, like selling and helping people around the world. Then he creating some other, the SpaceX. He's creating also another division that is creating electronic, like a computering part to chips to help the medicine, to help the body to function, like a little bit like the science fiction movie that we saw.
He's creating chips. He's creating chips to index better memory,
and also paraplegic people, help them to regain function of their body. I mean, it's amazing what this guy is doing. Of course, he's making money. He's making money, but he's doing good for the world. I believe so. Well, maybe it's too early to talk about that. We'll see when this guy is going to be 80 or 90 years old at the end of his life. Or maybe 150 years old, because by then maybe he will create technology that human nature will be able to live much longer, okay? Replace organs, physical organs by electronic organs, because that's where we're heading. That's hopefully one day. We might not be seeing this or living, okay? But our kids and grandkids will see it. Fantastic, amazing. But that's good to use your money to creating progress, to creating a future for the goods. Not using your money like Puff Daddy to creating chaos and addiction and perversity. Okay? So here you have an example of two wealthy person. One is good, one is bad. But they're both rich. That's what they have in common. But they use their money to do different things. Okay? So I have respect for Elon Musk and other people who are doing the good things with their wealth and help the people around the world. This is great.